The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong.
Các bạn chiếng đầu em
30 yards forward.
Serginho picks it up out wide. He leaps for it. He's delivered all right. And that's got him off to a flyer.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Bullish header.
Alien var cross-starter i dag.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Hullet. And here's Cruyff. Dani Olmo. He's a sharp little ball here. Looking for options for movement. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, the idea was a good one. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
أكيد لا صار كان
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Mbappe. Palestine choosing to make the first change. Palestine are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Surlot.
Croatia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
지난해 떨어진 최대이로 전돈지야.
Spread out to the left. Serginho has the space to scheme. Palestine have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Palestine with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's going wide left. Gerrard, he's rising! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Half an hour played now. And here's Dembele. And this is Hullet.
Tăng nó sẽ về.
Struck with genuine force.
Hullet clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Tình yêu dần in the thiêm rồi.
Pedri looking for a runner. Pepe kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. Croatia are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Casillas getting this one clear. The most accurate pass. That's an imaginative pass. It's a goal kick. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
Added time.
Pedri. This is a promising build-up. And this is Cruyff. That's a foul, no two ways about it.
Akit lang sa tangkiang lumpia lolong body. Nó lầu về.
And it's half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So the manager has to use change.
Special birthday.
That gets us going once more.
Nhất khi tăng giúp này mà lại cái là nguồn đầu tóc. Pedro.
But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Tries to pass it through. Serginho is in a really good position out wide.
Player cái muang tất cả.
Busquets aims beyond the defence. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Platini. And the through ball. Great ball, and he's in his hammer shot! And yes, it's there! Just one goal in it now. Game on! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Tăng tút lầu la khi là nguồn đầu. Có thuật bọc.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Serginho, a header!
Cái ở bên nuông lầu về tăng rồi là.
Palestine really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
And here's Hullet. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, there may be some open debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Hey, hắn đã tập phát riêng lộ về cho nên chu.
Substitution on the field. Number 27.
Platini with a real chance here.
Number 15.
And now as good a time as any to pull level.
Number 8.
Platini!
Coming on the
And
field.
Iker Casillas somehow saves it.
Number 13. Kukchu. Number 24. Desiree Doué. Substitution.
Pedri! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Khả tăng để dễ là
Now can he find a finish?
tăng là một dân goal thì đánh mà là
Another corner. Corner number 2 then. Cleared without hesitation.
tăng sẽ lộ lo.
Oh, some tackle that.
Ê ha.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's really well cleared. And here's Eto. It's Eto! And that's a tiny finish. Croatia are back in business. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Croatia really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Kukchu. Roberto Carlos.
Look, there
There
has
will
to
be
be more
5
urgency
minutes
here.
added
The ball
time.
has to get to the other end much faster.
Costa Curta.
Ê ha.
Ferdinand cuts out the pass. So
Ang
that's
ngậy
it.
nó ấm
It is
lờ.
all over.
Tăng
Well,
nó
that
sẽ
separates
qua.
the sides in the end.
Chỉ là
For the want of
nít
Mr.
tron
Prime.
chia cả tất chia cả nít aman của sẽ là
How would you sum up what we've witnessed here?
So overall,
thì cái dòng cho phải còn nó đất trẻ em này. Cái tổ khel tổ hiền mình tem lệ. Rin fela mi ga tum tur hi lal timo Run quick mid selection. Tún trùng các cần đứt nghe có open đứt po sẽ là vậy. Storm device. Cái nào ông? Tôi khởi tour cái này Eto cho đông tỏa mình đông tỏa.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions
Tôi mà mổ ngang mấy cái tô cái này rồi.
fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Chance! Well, now in he goes again. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's following up! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
An opportunist strike.
Xin các cần đứt tâm lý là bằng. Opponent can don't ha.
We've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
He's had it taken off him. Zanetti is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Cruyff. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Hullet, trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Busquets does well not to be outdone there. Can he get it through? It's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, it's a great... Can he finish? And no mistake. Again in a trice, and they are soaring.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Croatia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Yes! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening
I
football.
skills
He
ka
has
itshuang
increased
mo to.
defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Croatia find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
But it's good chance here. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Akikang sa trangkian
Pedri,
dong
who can
yellow
single-handedly make a
lindon.
difference. Croatia heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Knocks it into space. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And smartly reclaimed. He's looking wide.
15 minutes has been indicated.
Interception. His positioning was spot on. Turan. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a bit of reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Croatia looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. The second half is up and running. Stood up well to him there. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Could be
Visual ternyata.
goal! It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Tries to play it through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Raul. Now that's well seen too. Ferdinand. He might be in here. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And Puskas! Superb from
Ngerundut
Puskas!
nah macam.
About as smooth as it gets. The lightness of step,
Ikam bet chuang lah bang.
movement, the certainty of finish. All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems...
Platini! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Platini really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Roberto Carlos. Pedri. Searching passes played there.
Croatia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Hullet. Busquets is always looking to break lines. Ferdinand. Nesta.
Croatia nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Look at Summit goal!
Apa na
Quick
lang
to
ba?
recover this. Long ball upfield.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Roll has been caught there, it's a foul.
อาชีกลางสางจังเขียนลงปุยยาเหลาลงโดน
Cruyff. And that's that. Croatia proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are
Gameplay man.
really
Oh.
happy to have won it.
Lalpa muna biker. Lalpa muna biker. Tlanga kan hike don mi hiker. Kanga lutuk liker. Niceron ti ay nalkamu nicer. Diu kan lay don mi buyer. Zolu na fucker. Itiangam lawa mi motherfucker.
Manto em le vorin felek. Với matchmaking rơi về
Best we try, up we cry.
Three, two, one, start. Stop the payload. Double kill. The payload is approaching a checkpoint.
Sorry, you're trapped.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Hear me loud! Just a little bit of juice. It's okay. I'm right here. Sorry, you're trapped. Just a little bit of juice.
Triple kill. Quadruple kill.
Bắt về không à?
It's okay. I'm right here.
Killing spree.
This is gonna hurt.
Overtime.
This is gonna hurt.
Victory.
Mình tụi em là muna biker. Lang akan London mi hiker. Kan pot show dia bang stream. Dia nanti kan. Ay, sa dudu lo lut ru. Toron di khel mai lo win khel mai mai ngo. Lal pahmun na biker. Ay, sa dudu lo lut ru. Lo lut ton. Yes, sa dudu lo lut ru. Wow. Lal pahmun na hiker. Lang akan don mi hiker. You can lay don mi bayer.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And he was alert to it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Cruyff. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Thuram calmly anticipates. And here's Cruyff. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Platini. Well, Jim, there he is, the much storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
No, he's not getting past him there. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Platini. Platini!
ก็ฟิกสุดสวน
Split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Bale. Roberto Carlos. Now he's got space here. Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. So it is still 0-0. And it's Cruyff. Nice sequence of passes, this. João Cancelo.
Croatia are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Roberto Carlos. Rafinha really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking this.
Just the keeper in his way. And a chance! Goal! Croatia! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise.
แล้วหากันร้อนโดนมีไฮเกอร์
Defense making them guess the wrong thing to do.
แล้วก็หุ่นนะไบเกอร์
Croatia are in front now. The game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Look at the space here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, they could break here. Raul. Chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
He's free. He has got space. And the ball is out of play.
กลางหากันร้อนโดนมีไฮเกอร์ดิวกันได้โดนมีไบเออร์
Raul. Batistuta. Shot, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first. Oh, good line! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
He's got away. Pull it. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Raul. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. The pass is intercepted.
1 minute added time.
Pedri, who can single-handedly make a difference. Knocks it out wide. And he's managed to get free. Delivered with swing. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither
Chiêu
side
cảnh
yet
lì đón mì
to
bay
impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow and the bell. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range.
nó lù và
Sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
Roberto Carlos. Rafinha. Roberto Carlos. There's the delivery.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pull it. Can he spark a counter here? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cruyff. Now it's Dembele. He is through here.
alam akan back shot lù thử chưa
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Bale. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pedri plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Hullet. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well played. Bale. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Rafinha. Now that's well seen too. And here's Dembele. Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, shoots
lên
it!
Peter dưới à
He's got away with one there.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter.
ê gần chắc em mà ngăn chặn thằng ấy đi xuống
And here's Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous.
à
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And into the
lỡ
green
bật
for
môn
launch.
là hiker
Just about up to 75 minutes. Roberto Carlos. Oh, easy pickings there. Pedri. Looking tidy in possession here. Cruyff. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That looks a decent ball.
Croatia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Raul. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he get it through? João Cancelo picks it up out wide. Keeper gets his hands on it. Croatia do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Platini. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that.
Cái vứt lăng quy thể đâu và
Platini. Spread it left. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rafinha.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's going for goal! Borussia Dortmund, that's rather hopeful. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Lalpa muna biker.
Substitution in progress.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. He's having a pop! And that is it. That was the last kick of the game. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of evidence.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Number 13, Dembele. Number 20.
Test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Number 21, Johan Cruyff.
And this is Ibrahimovic. He's picked his way through.
Coming on the field, number 7.
It's loose and takes a shot.
Number 14,
Well, he got
Rodri.
rid because he was under pressure.
18, Chiellini. Number
That
9,
tackle was certainly
Messi.
sturdy.
Number 19,
Baratoni.
Ibrahimovic. Substitution.
And it's Cancelo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ibrahimovic. João Cancelo. Now it's Eto. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Platini. He has found the way through. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the
Cái
ball.
vứt đi rồi về.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Messi. Steaming on goalward. Shoots! Oh, wow! That's crazy! So is that it?
Alvaro, welcome to the stream.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Played into space. Oh, nicely intercepted. Donatoni. Ibrahimovic.
Donatoni.
Half time in extra time. This is it. Everyone on their last legs. Can there be one final twist? And so the last chance to find a winner. They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very... He's gone for goal!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Chỗ lầu lít tục lên liệp bro.
Good looking ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Busquets. And it's Michel Platini. Passing nice and neat. He's cut it out. Stojkovic. Rice. Some really good ball movement. Donatoni. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. The most accurate pass. And it's Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. Could move up a gear here.
Em mặc e.
Now it's Stojkovic.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically?
It's Ibrahimovic.
Ê, goal ringot mà là bắt đầu.
A finish right from the top draw. They have stolen level at the last. You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter! And there was
There it is. The whistle.
Penalty phết ringot talo.
Penalties. Croatia take this the distance.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in
Indeed,
watching
this
both
is
teams
the
refusing to lose, and they both had their shots off.
father of a boy in a blue hat.
Player
proudly
then
made his
beyond the
way
point
to
of
the
exhaustion, but there is still one final act to come. Messi is first to take the long walk. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Mbappe pondering where to put it.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
Croatia looking to keep step.
That was an aggressive success. Yeah, looked so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then.
Ibrahimovic, second in line for them.
The keeper was never going to stop that.
Things up. And in with absolute accuracy.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty the problem then.
Platini is fourth up. Stojkovic. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. And the drama continues. Roberto Carlos, the last of the designated five.